Alright, this is Ubaid on behalf of V Electronics, and in this video we're going to talk about the IS as well as the LM curve and the impact of things like consumer spending, business investments, government spending, and net exports on these curves. Okay, so if you look at the IS curve on a graph that shows interest on the vertical axis as well as GDP on the horizontal axis. Your IS curve is a downward sloping curve, just sort of like your aggregate demand curve. Okay, and your LM curve is an upward sloping curve, sort of like your aggregate supply curve. Okay, now when your consumer spending goes up, okay, what's going to happen to your IS curve? Because IS curve has to do with investment and savings. Okay, consumer spending, okay, means the IS curve will shift to the right. Okay, if consumer spending goes up, IS curve shifts to the right. At this point in time, the economy is booming, the economy is growing, consumers are spending money, okay, as a result of which your IS curve shifts to the right. Okay, when the government spending goes up on infrastructure, okay, your IS curve shifts to the right. Okay, again, as government spending goes up, okay, there's need for money for government to spend. Okay, the investment and savings goes up. Okay, now apart from that, you also have business investments. As business investments go up, the IS curve shifts to the right. Okay, which means that investment and savings goes up as business investments go up. Okay, and again, net exports. If net exports go up, so we talked about consumer spending, we talked about business investments, we talked about government spending, and we talked about net exports. If any one of these, go up, what's going to end up happening is the IS curve will shift right. If any one of these goes down, the IS curve will shift left. All right. Now, one exception is taxes. Okay, now the taxes the taxes work the other way around. When it comes to taxes, as taxes go up, your IS curve will shift to the left. Because obviously people have less money to spend with. Okay, people have less money to spend. As taxes go up, they're paying more in taxes to government, to your IRS, to CRA, what have you. As a result of which, they're not spending as much money as they would like. As a result of which, your IS curve, which represents demand for money, your demand for money goes down. Okay, now as taxes go down, if taxes go down, obviously people want more money to spend. Okay, so they will get more loans as well as mortgages from the banks. Okay, so as a result, your IS curve, investment and savings curve, will shift to the right. All right, so that has to do with the impact of consumer spending, government spending on infrastructure, business investments, as well as net exports on the IS curve. Now, the other curve that we were talking about is the LM curve. An LM curve is an upward sloping curve, which represents money supply. Now, unlike money demand, which is your IS curve, your LM curve will shift to the right when interest rates go down. Suppose your y-axis is your interest rate and your x-axis is GDP. As interest rates go down, this curve over here will shift to the right. Right, which basically means that the banks are able to supply less money as the interest rates go down. Okay, as the interest rates go up, the LM curve, which is an upward sloping curve, will shift to the left. Okay, banks are able to supply more money at a higher interest rate. Okay, because they're making more profit. Okay, so that will be it for this video. On behalf of V Electronics, this is Obey. Have yourself a great day.